Alright, in case it hasn't been made painfully obvious why I don't want to do the bug catching contest, it's because, for the most part, it was completely unchanged, or at least that's what I thought. Because this is actually my second time trying this segment, because the first time I went into the contest, and for some stupid reason, not only did the Pokemon have exceedingly high levels, like in the 20s to 30s, I'm guessing that's because I have the national dex, and so it just increases the levels like that. It's a bit weird, but I guess I'll take it anyway, because it actually makes the bug that you catch in this kind of worthwhile if you wanted to use a bug on the team. Like, if you wanted to use a Scyther or a Pinsir or something like that, then it would be nice to actually get one at, like, level 30, so that you didn't have to do too much catching up if you wanted to do that. But, yeah, this is the reason I wanted to go into the bug catching contest. Well, the reason I had to go into the bug catching contest to begin with was for the insect plate. And, so yeah, they have all these levels, and I guess I should probably explain the whole point of the bug catching contest. It takes place on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. And if you get the national dex, you have access to a greater variety of Pokemon at higher levels. The variety that you get is dependent entirely on the day. You might get, if I went and did it on Thursday, I might get something like a Beautifly and Dustox. On Saturday, I might get something entirely different. But for Tuesday, the roster is not really that different. And so the two rarest things that you'll find here are Scyther and Pinsir. I'm going to be going after one of those, because the reason I actually lost the last attempt at the segment is because I caught a level 30 Beedrill, which is like, okay, I found everything here, let's go and win this contest. So I go to the placing and am very rudely... I was given a very rude awakening by a guy who caught a Pinsir and ended up taking the contest off me. I was not very happy when that happened, and so as a result, I told the game to go fuck itself and reset the segment. So yes, I did just reset. I did just literally throw out a segment because I lost the bug catching contest. I have no shame in admitting this, because something like this, I'm just like, no, if I don't win, I'm not accepting it. So I've got a Scyther with me. This should hopefully do the trick. I want to try to encounter as much stuff as I can in this area as it is. You have 20 minutes and you have 20 balls to catch Pokemon with. That 20-minute time limit is actually synchronized to your clock, and because the clock doesn't go any faster when you speed up like this, you can just sort of go full speed up for the entirety of this contest, and you're not going to like run out of time in within like 2 minutes or something like that. So it's nice to have. At the moment I'm trying to find a Pinsir. I believe Pinsir's the only thing that I haven't come across yet. And then this is the point where I literally just run out of things to say. I kind of expected to win, considering the third place actually had a Venonat, but apparently, no. If you want to win, you want a Pinsir or a Scyther. And it upset me greatly. Come on. Okay. Alright, I'll just stick with the... Okay, well actually, now I've got to keep bloody looking for Pinsir. If Pinsir can show up sometime this millennium... Can we just, for the love of God, or at the very least a Scyther with a higher level like this. Okay, I'll take this. No. Get in the damn ball, please. Thank you. Okay. Higher level, I'm not entirely sure how the point scoring system works or anything like that. I assume that if you catch it at like full health, you'll get more points, but apparently even with a level 29, a level 30 Beedrill actually, I still didn't win, so I guess it's just... I guess, like, the rarer the Pokemon, the better, I guess, so Scyther is definitely up there with one of the rarest, along with Pinsir. And the Pinsir's not wanting to show up, so I'm only going to do this for another maybe minute or so. Okay, there it is, there's the Pinsir. Okay, I can run away now. I am done with this. Swear to God, if I don't win this contest, I'm going to be pissed. I'm not going to throw the segment away either, if I lose it this time around, because I couldn't be fucked dealing with this. It's already 4 o'clock in the afternoon, I want to try to get shit out of the way. Okay, so third place here gets a Kakuna, and his name is Josh. I don't think the actual Josh would ever go after a freaking Kakuna in a bug catching contest, because he's got the whole I'm gonna win thing, like I do. Like, don't really give a shit about winning, but if it's something like this, it's just like, no, I'm gonna reset if I lose, or some shit like that. But, anyways. Okay. So, third place is a Kakuna, second place is a Metapod, and I win by an absolute country mile with a Cypher. Yeah, I think the margin was, 49 points. And the fact that I got a Moonstone from this pretty much confirms that the bug catching contest as it stands now is in its National Dex mode. Because if you didn't have the National Dex, the only possible first place prize would be a Sunstone. Once you've gotten the National Dex in the original games, you can get all of the other stones. Obviously you're only going to get one as a first prize, but yeah, I was expecting to get a Sunstone, I did not. That pretty much gives it away, so there you go. It's actually quite interesting if you want to add a Pinsir or a Scyther to your team for this run, because it doesn't really need to do any catch-ups, so... Okay, so what the hell are we doing next? I thought that there was something else I wanted to show off. Oh yeah, there is actually, yeah. Wanted to show off some of the puzzles in Ruins of Alph. The reason for this is because I had a look at the stuff that you need to catch Unown for. And you get a reward for every 7 Unown that you catch. 7 different Unown. And I should probably bring up this page on Bulbapedia for Unown. Can you fuck off? Stop telling me that Edge is safer than Chrome. It might be safer, but it doesn't mean that it's better. Alright. Because I wanted to bring up all the little bits of trivia for Unown, because Unown is a very, very weird kind of Pokemon in this game. It is entirely useless in battle, as you might expect, because it only has the one move, which is Hidden Power, and its base stat total is 336, and that is separated into, assuming I can find the damn thing, 72 in attack and special attack, and 48 in everything else. So it is not good at all. It does have a few interesting records though. It has more forms than any other Pokemon in the game at 28. Also, if you want to unlock Unowns for you to catch, you got to solve these puzzles. These puzzles are, as you can see, are already almost completed. In the Gold and Silver versions and the Crystal, they were completely unfinished and you had to put all the pieces together in the correct areas. I kind of enjoyed that more, but I do understand that it's a bit tedious. So... And so here we'll give you the Unown report. This Unown report tracks the types of Unown that you will catch. Because like I said earlier, there's 28 different forms of them. So... in Gold, Silver, Crystal, you didn't actually get this item. You instead had an addition to your Pokedex, which just recorded all the different forms of Unown that you would have. Obviously, since there's no need for it in this game, they just relegated it to a key item. So I'm going to save state here, because I want to try to, if I encounter an Unown, I want to try to make it be an A. It's a C. It's a weird looking Unown, but whatever. I'm going to have to catch one of these anyway, because I need it for the Pokedex, so there you go. So that's one Unown down. If you get 7 Unown, you get a Hidden Power TM. If you get 14 Unown, which is what I need to go after here, you will get an upgrade. And you need both upgrades in order to get a full living dex in this game, because you're going to need 2 different Porygon 2s, so... And then you have to evolve one of those into a Porygon Z, which is done by obtaining the Dubious Disc, so... I'm going to quickly run back over to the Pokemon Center to see how much room I've got in my box here. And I might as well take the A that I caught and throw that into the... Oh, well, it gets Secret Power as well in this hack, apparently. Number 201, which means it's right next to Wobbuffet, if I remember correctly. Yep, 200, 201, 202. Okay, so there's 2 forms of Unown. This Scyther is... whatever, I'm just going to go ahead and release this thing. Not much point in having that. Okay, so... Anyways, moving onwards to the stupid little trivia thing. For some reason, if you do not have Unown's Pokedex entry in your Pokedex in Gold, Silver, or Crystal, and then you look at that Pokedex through Oak's Lab in Stadium 2, it registers Unown as being number 252 in the Dex, even though it shouldn't be that way. I have no idea why this is the case, but I guess it's just something else to do with being Unown, I guess. So this is J. There's 26 forms. There's 28. Yeah. Let me try that again. Of the 28 forms, 26 of them are representative of the numbers. As you can see, this is an F. And the other 2 forms are only obtainable in this game by catching the other 26. And they are the exclamation and question marks. And in order to actually get all the Unown, you've got to solve each of the 4 puzzles in this area. And each one will unlock a different group of Unown forms. And since the I Unown is here, actually, I get to talk about how the shapes are actually determined, because in Gen 2, they are actually determined by IVs. And so, as a result, I don't know how they... I guess they had to have made it work out like this intentionally, but it means that the only possible forms of Unown that can be shiny in Gen 2 are the I and the V, because they are shaped like, because it's determined by IVs. I'm not entirely sure how it works out in Gen 3. I believe it's determined by personality value, so I guess there's enough personality. I think there's like over 4 billion personality values, so I imagine at least 26 of those are all the different forms in shiny. Well, actually, no, it's 28, because the exclamation and question marks were introduced in the 3rd generation. Now, I'm not entirely sure what letters are introduced in this first puzzle. Let me have a look and see which ones I have. Yeah, I've got C, A, J, F, I, and G. So I want to say J is as far as it gets, so I've still got to get E and B. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J. 10 forms. That's interesting. I'm gonna just blindly assume that it's like 6 or 7 forms to a puzzle, but it's fine. I'm gonna go ahead and solve another one of the puzzles. This is the easiest one to access, because you just use Surf and you go up here. The other 2 require you to go through Union Cave. And so the first puzzle that we solved showed a picture of a Kabuto, and this one will show an image of, once we have solved it. I think this is right. I don't think that is correct in the absolute slightest. Okay, it's just these 2 that got swapped over. So yeah, it's Aerodactyl. So that has been solved, and then that falls down, and then that does that. So, okay, well there's the D, so I can pick that up. And I don't think I mentioned if you get 21 different forms, you will get the, oh, there's T. If you get 21 forms, you get a Lucky Egg, which is the second one of the game. We already have the first one, because we picked it up from Mr. Pokemon. I believe this is you. I like how I missed there. Also, I'm not too sure. I can't remember Hypnosis having 20 power points. I think it used to have 15. Unless I'm just too used to Sleep Powder. But whatever. How many forms is that now? I have 9, so I can get the Hidden Power TM if I want to. I already have D. I already have A. I do not have E. So we'll go ahead and pick this up. I don't think I ever intended to go after all the Unown forms, but oh well. I'm going to at least get the 14, because you need that at least to get the thing. I think it was actually intended to... Can you get in the ball? Okay, Unowns have a catch rate of 225, which means they're not that difficult to catch, but that R decided to be an absolute arsehole. It's very stupid, but whatever. Okay, that's 11. How many... Okay, well, I've spent about 15 minutes doing this, as well as the bug catching contest, so I've got to move on at some point. I believe that's B, right there. I think that's B. I was about to say it's G, but no, it's B. It's definitely B. I can't pronounce the letter B. C. Yeah, that's right, B. For some reason, B represents bear. Okay. Okay, 12. So just 2 more, it seems. I believe that's S. Okay, we have the S. And now we're just looking for 1 more. And we have it. Okay, so that's V. I have run out of hypnosis. So we're just going to have to catch this thing as it is. Come on. Thank you. Does that bring me to 14? That does indeed bring me to 14. So if I talk to the dipshits up here, he will give me the second upgrade. Is this the dillweed? No, this has got to be the dillweed. 7 different forms you catch. Come and see me. I'll give you something nice. Okay, well, there's 7. So that's the TM10. And 14 gives you the upgrade. And then if I decide to go after the other 14 forms, well, I'm going to release them anyway because I want to go and do the other puzzles. So I will cut back and I will return once I have reached to the building up to the top left of this screen here that you see. Alright, slight lie there. I'm actually going to be doing this one first because it is the one that you access by using strength. It's actually just occurred to me that there's also these little areas. Yeah, I probably should have gone and picked up a water stone. Because if you use a water stone here, it opens this up. Or you either that or you just have to talk to it with a water stone in your inventory. But unfortunately, I do not have one of those. And that would have actually gotten me some decent rewards. The other one in the other building requires you to have a ho-oh in your party, so I can't get that until the post-game, unfortunately. But here we have another fossil. No points for working this one out, obviously. Couldn't even begin to tell you how these are lined up because of the frickin' way the shell works. I think I've got the shell for the most part sorted out. I was actually wondering if it was actually the... Wait, what? The fuck is this? Oh god. What have I screwed up now? That doesn't make much... That does not make a whole lot of sense. Great. That looks like it would be the case. It would work like that. Oh wait, no. I think it's these two. Yeah. Just got these two pieces mixed up. So yeah, Omanite. No points for guessing that one. There is a form we already have. There is another form we already have. Might as well try to look for some more forms which I haven't already got. Nope, it's giving me forms that I already have. Thank you. I don't think I have a P yet, actually. Well, I've got that now, so... that's O. Definitely don't have that. If I was able to catch them in order, then I'd already know which, then I have a better idea of which ones I have and which I don't. I know I don't have this one. This is K. There's R. Literally, the only difference between R and P is that the R, like, has the little tiny bits in the area where it actually makes sense for it to be an R. The P is literally, like, on the opposite side of it. So, not much difference there. How many forms do I have as of right now? 17. So I just need 4 more. Alright, well in that case, I might as well just release the rest of them. Then this time, I will go into this one. And I will cut back once I have done that. Alright, we have made it. I just go down in there, up there. I think I mentioned I already beat that idiot. But, yeah, over here. Oh. So you need to have Ho-Oh in your party in order to unlock that room. Speaking of Ho-Oh, this is probably the hardest one actually, because I mean that was pretty obvious where that needed to be placed. I don't know if that's the correct place. I guess I got to try to like work out where the corners are. It seems as if the top corners should be the ones with these like pointy feathers, and then the curved feathers are like down here. So that seems like it would be about right. That's probably something for a side. That seems kind of right. That doesn't seem like a terrible place to put it. I think that's about right as well. Because these are the 2 feet. I think that's about right for where those should be going. And then I guess well, I've obviously screwed that up. Okay, hang on, I got this. I think that's got to go there. That's obviously not going there, so I'm gonna take a wild guess and say that okay. I guess these 2 got mixed up. This seems about right. Okay, there we go. Okay, so all of the unknown letters have been released. And there's one of the new ones right there. If you can put it to sleep sometime this century, that'd be great. Now that I should mention, yeah, I gave this thing the wide lens. It doesn't need the soothe bell anymore because it's already had its evolution. So I figured I'd give it the wide lens and allow for hypnosis to hit a bit more often. So now, how many forms have I got? Yeah, I've got 18 forms. So there's just 8 more letters that I have yet to get, and they are all accessible now since I've done all the puzzles. It's just the game's not being very nice. It's not giving me any of the ones that I don't already have. I don't believe I have M. And I still do not have M. I do now. S... Nope. W I don't have, so I'll go ahead and pick that one up. I like how I've still been able to stuff enough room for these things in there so far. Might have to pick up another A just to sort of make that separate or something like that. Y... I don't think I have Y. Just catch the damn thing, please. Okay, I apparently have 21 forms. I thought that was the 20th. Okay. Assuming I have all 21 forms. Well, at least at the moment, but... Okay, so I have the 21 forms. So there's the second lucky egg. That is cool, I guess. And I think since I've done more than enough unknown finding on screen, I'm just going to go ahead and jump back down into the ruins and pick the other 7 up off screen. So I will return once that is done. Oh, actually, one other thing. Where is it? I have absolutely no idea what the go is with this radio transmission or whatever the hell it is. I don't know. Yeah, like, it's about as mysterious as it sounds there from the title. But you can only hear this if you're in the ruins of Alf. So there you go. Cutting for real now. Alright. Okay, this is the first new form I've found since cutting, and I'd just like to point out that this thing should have been caught a good maybe 30 seconds ago. This thing dodged 7 hypnosis in a row. Thank you for vindicating your use of the goddamn wide lens, Bulbat. Fucking moron. Okay, 22 down. 4 more to go in letters, and then the 2 forms... wherever the hell else they're found. Yeah. Wherever the hell else they're found. Well, that took its bloody sweet time showing up. It looks like a key, but it is in fact the Q. And upon capturing this... I said upon capturing this... that should give me all 26 letters. So there's the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 14, 21, 26. So that's... it for the unknown letters. And if we talk to this schmuck over here, he might say something about all 26 of them. No. I guess... Wait. Okay. Made notes, apparently. What are these notes in question? Solved it, blah 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 blah. Okay, that's interesting, I guess. Whatever. I believe now that we have access to... I believe now that we have all 26 of the letters, if we look... I think it's in here somewhere? I don't know, maybe? I'm not entirely sure. I can't... Okay. I don't know, for some... I don't actually know where to find the exclamation and question points, so I'm going to have a quick look around and see if I can't discover that. For the time being, I will put a rappel up because you don't need to see me running into a bunch of different forms here. There might be another room I can access now that has them. But either way, it's kind of weird. Might have to look up a video on this one because I'm not entirely sure. As far as I was aware, it said in the Bulbapedia page here. Where's the locations list for this thing? Yeah. Ruins of Alph 1F question mark and exclamation mark only appears after finding all unknown letters. I have all of the unknown letters, and this is around about the 1F in question, but I'm not finding anything. So, unless there's another area that I can gain access to, then I'm pretty much boned. Unless I explore one of these rooms here somewhere, maybe? It doesn't look like I'm running into anything. Maybe if I fall in here. No? Okay, that's weird. No, I can't find them. I know I've got them all, but for some reason I can't find them. Unless I just don't have all of them for some reason, but you can just bugger off somewhere. Alright. I guess we're just gonna cut again, and so I can work out where the hell these last two unknown are. Well, I have returned with bad news. Turns out I can't get the last two until the post-game. The reason for this is because you are actually required to open up each of the 4 hidden back rooms. So, yeah, since one of them requires Ho-Oh, which is unobtainable until the post-game, these last two unknown are unobtainable as of right now. It's rather annoying, but I'm just going to have to deal with it. I have absolutely no idea where the unknown that I already have on me are going to go, because I've still got a lot of Pokemon that need catching, and this new box has only 2 Pokemon, room for 2 more Pokemon, so I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to be doing with these. I mean, I've had to put these into this box over here, so this is probably going to end up being the new box for catching shit, and I'm probably going to have to reduce the amount of Pokemon that I catch per haul from here on out. I probably, like, if I'd known that they weren't all obtainable until the post-game, I would not have even bothered to do this. But, evidently, that is not the case. Whatever. I've gone and done it. I'm not going to go back on it. I could easily just throw the segment away. I've not thrown an actual proper save, so if I reset the game here, I'd be back where the bug catching contest is, and I could just completely and utterly ignore it. I see no real reason to do that, because it was pretty damn tedious getting all these unknown forms to begin with. I don't want to have to go and recapture them all. At this point now, I just have to get the 2 that I can't get at the moment, and that can be something for later on in the playthrough, once I have access to that. So, that is about it. I don't have anywhere near enough time to go and look in the Rocket Hideout, so I'm just going to end the segment here, and we're going to go and look in the Rocket Hideout next time. So I will see you for that. One last thing, I might as well get this out of the way. It's not really going to matter that much until the post-game, as I said earlier, but I might as well just open this one up since I have access to it. Went to Goldenrod, picked up a Water Stone, just use it here, and it'll open up. And we get a leper berry. I'll be planting that in my berry pots and growing a bunch of those. The third Mystic Water of the game. A star piece, there's a free 4,800 bucks right there. And a Stardust, so that's another 1,000 bucks. So overall, kinda useless, but at least there's a little bit more cash stacked to my cause. So there you go. I will see you tomorrow.